All praises to Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Wabrakakodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to all you true, sincere brethren out there pushing out this purified truth, cleansing this wicked, defiled kingdom with this word, and to the rest of the church who believe as well. The water to Yahweh Shai, because without that man, none of this would even be possible whatsoever. All right?
Just tell us how to remove this update, because I'm literally sweating telling you about it. And so now we're going to get into that next, because this is basically the full-scale agenda saying, hey, don't even worry about it. If you don't get 5G, we'll just update your phone. And so we're going to go in on that next. We're going to cover how to get rid of 5G updating to your cell phone. Exclusive information here live on JWTV. Coming up next, right after we put you into this video for the next coming situation and basically what we need to do. And so that's coming up next, right after this video.
5G smartphones hitting the shelves in 2019. One of the questions is, could these companies see a big boost going forward?
And part of our team is cancer epidemiologists, toxicologists, cellular biologists, all the people that the FCC do not employ. As a matter of fact, the FCC does not even have a health department. And the working around of health effects from wireless technology is really a sad chapter in the history of this country.
Talk about this rollout. What exactly does it do, and how many people are going to see a significant difference?
Well, as it rolls out during the next year and a half, you're going to see a very significant difference.
Some Tarrytown residents are expected at the regularly scheduled MDA board meeting in Lower Manhattan to protest the installation of a 150-foot high cell phone tower that went up next to a playground there in early September. Residents call the tower an eyesore and say it wouldn't be placed near residential buildings. The MTA says the tower will improve communications between police, firefighters, and the Department of Homeland Security during it.
Let me pull out a scripture and I'll play the video some more. 2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So if you're ignorant of Satan's devices, Satan, the so-called white man, and spiritual demon Satan, because he uses the so-called white man mainly to do his bidding, if you are ignorant to the things that Esau's using behind the scenes, okay, you are at a disadvantage. If you think 5G is good, you're already at a disadvantage. When you're dealing with things such as the cell phones that we use, the computers that we use, your microwave, anything that has to do with frequencies, the Wi-Fi, the Bluetooth, things like that, are actually killing us slowly. But with the 5G, it's going to increase it. It's going to pretty much fry your brain. It's going to make things at a level of, it's already messing us up now, but it's going to increase it to a level of, if the Lord didn't return soon, if he doesn't return soon, which he is, you're not going to see people walking this earth no more at the rate we are headed. This 5G situation, these 5G towers are going to be put up to make your cell phones faster, your computers faster, as if where they are now isn't good enough, as if, showing you people's patience is really at a low level, If you don't think 4G is enough, although 4G is already destroying us, no, we want 5G. We want to have faster Netflix, faster Hulu, faster YouTube, faster Google, faster everything. All right? And to the people, it may seem like the right thing to do. But for those people who feel like that, it's because they're ignorant of Satan's devices, which actually puts them at a disadvantage. It's just like bringing a knife to a gunfight. If you have a knife and someone else has a gun, you're already at a disadvantage. All right? So you have to know what Esau, the so-called white man, is up to. You have to keep up on these things. Don't just assume everything is conspiracy theory. Don't just assume everything in Hollywood is just Hollywood and fairy tale and imagination. Okay, you have to be aware of these things. All right.
Emergency.
Of all the places in Shady Side, why are you trying to put a cell phone tower in my kid's playground? There's like 1,000 other places you can put a cell phone tower.
This is ground zero for the best possible opportunity to create. I understand, but the point I'm making is this: you're asking why can't go somewhere else, right?
Esau's the goddamn devil, man. Period.
The answer is this is the best place to fill the hole in the network.
There's really.
Serve the customers in that area, but here, even 3,000 feet away, we're still getting gig speeds.
I think what's important about this Verizon advertisement for 5G is they make it very clear that their technology can travel very easily 3,000 feet. So that's more than half a mile. So what that means is they do not need to locate these transmitters so close to people. They do not need to locate them so close together to each other, and not so close to human beings and other living things that will be affected by it. So they're really lying about the implementation of this technology.
Listen, 5G.
Just like Esau stated, the scriptures talk about how their tongue will fall against themselves. You have this Edomite explaining that they're really lying to the people, man. And truly, this 5G is really to further the agenda of the New World Order. So when the time comes that the chip is implemented and people forcefully have to take it or be put to death, with them 5G cell towers, and for those who have the chip inside of them, all right, they'll be able to track them much quicker. All right. It's going to go hand in hand with the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast. So reflecting on what that devil said about how they're lying, they're not really being upfront. Isaiah 59:14. And judgment is turned away backward, and justice standeth afar off. For truth is fallen in the street, and equity cannot enter. So there's no truth. All right. The only ones really bringing the truth are the men of the Lord and, the so-called truthers out there. Those who are also exposing Esau and his wickedness. Everyone else, they're just in la la land. They're totally lost. They're bugging. They don't know what's going on, man. They don't know their left from their right. They don't know their up from their down. They don't care because they're ignorant of Satan's devices, which puts them at a disadvantage, seeing that there is no truth in this world and people do not care, nor do they want to seek for the truth. They want to be lied to. They love being lied to, just like a lot of women actually love being lied to. Okay? So we live in a society where Esau has deceived the masses so well to where he now can just, take something, put it in front of you and know that you're not going to do anything. You're not going to care because he rocked you to sleep just like a little baby. And he gave you a pacifier to pacify you, because a lot of people in this society are a bunch of pacifists, man. All right. But the man of the Lord, all right, and some truthers out there, and some of them may be of the elect as well, all right, are the only ones really speaking up against the wickedness of the devil. The only difference is the man of the Lord, we actually tell you up front who the devil is, the so-called white man. He's behind all this. All right. And you know what? Moab, Ammon, Ishmael, these other nations, they're the enemy too. But our main enemy outside of ourselves is Esau, the so-called white man today, the liar. Okay?
Not a joke. It's been set up in Texas, and it's people telling me that they used to work 7 days and now they get sick faster because 5G has been set up, so they can't even work 7 days anymore, so they've cut their days back. This is just something that I've seen in JWTV comments and stuff like that. So that's what's being said. And I know somebody who lives in around these areas, and like I said, keep in mind, everybody's not affected the same by 5G, but it shall affect everyone. And we're going to go into basically next. We're going to go into how to stop this update if you have a Galaxy or you should have an Android, basically, because they're so deceptive on these newer ones that they don't even show you the option. It literally doesn't exist until you do the steps that I'll take you through.
Jeremiah 5:30. A wonderful and horrible thing is committed in the land. The prophets prophesy falsely, and the priests bear rule by their means, and my people love to have it so. What will ye do in the end thereof? So when it comes to our people love to be lied to. All right, we're trying to tell you to wake up to the lies of Esau. Esau is not your friend. Esau is your enemy. But instead of trying to hearken unto us and listen to what we have to say, you go about your day-to-day life as if what we're telling you is a burden unto you, as if we're your enemies. We're just trying to help you out. All right, but you made us the enemy because we tell you the truth. All right, Esau is trying to further his new world order through this chip. And as this man is stating, they sent him an update with the 5G. So you don't even have to go out and buy a phone that comes with 5G. They'll send you an update, possibly, for you to receive that 5G. And if you receive that update, don't do it. If you can, bypass it. All right? But our people love the lies. Our people love to be pacified. They want to hear what they want to hear. But when it comes to the truth, because the truth is a lot of times bitter, it's not sweet, people reject it. They spit it out. They don't want nothing to do with it. But it's going to be to their own destruction because Satan has the advantage over them. All right?
And then we'll go to iOS as well for people who have that. But
which is
I'm going to
Apple.
show you directly because I have an Android and I know exactly what to do. So exclusive information. JWTV basically was sent this information that they would update 5G evolution to my cell phone. You got that wrong, buddy. And so as soon as they said that, it only took me about 10 seconds really to learn what to do. I worked in the companies basically creating VPNs and doing all this different stuff. I worked in that business anyway. But going in, you have to enable developer mode. This mode is not even able to be viewed, okay? You can't even see it until you do this. One, launch settings application. So you're going to click on settings. You're going to scroll down and go to where it says about device. And if you got an Android, it's going to look like this when you go down to about device. Now, my developer options is already enabled because
Revelations 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So Esau knows his time is up. So he's trying to, bring out more things for his advantage, which is really to further his New World Order agenda. Everything that he's doing up to this point is for the New World Order. You think your cell phone came with the camera so you can take selfies? No, it's for Esau to spy on you. You think your cell phone came with a microphone for you to be able to talk and send voice chats? No, it's for Esau to record you and spy on you. Okay? Do you think Esau's happy that because of this internet the truth is being out? No, Esau's mad, man. So Esau, being a madman that he is, the evil scientist, the evil genius, he's just getting worse and worse with his technology, which really came from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. But the Lord only is going to allow Esau to get so far. Now it's getting to the point where the Lord has to stop this damn devil, because at this rate, he's going to increase death even more than what he has already done. Okay, I think studies have shown within the next 10 years, at the way things are going, all the coral reefs in the ocean will be gone. You know, they'll just be destroyed. You know, the fish are dying. People are, you know, catching cancer at an early age. Esau feeds you foods that feed into your cancer. Cancers love sugar, so Esau makes a lot of things with sugar in it, makes it addictive, and you just keep consuming it and consuming it on top of everything else that's around you that's, you know, giving you cancer. Everything is messed up. So we have to get out of here. And Esau is going hard in the paint at this point of time because he knows his time is running out. And one reason, the main reason why he knows his time is short, is the fact that the men of the Lord are prophesying and teaching this word, bringing out the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? So the whole world is being affected by this goddamn devil, man. The destroyer of the earth. All right?
I've already done what I need to do, but you won't see that. You just see about phone. And so taking you back into this, especially if you have to update like the S8, I have the S8, maybe if you have the S9, maybe you have the S6 or something like that. The only reason why I updated because I needed a high quality camera. And so I would have never updated if I didn't have it. But anyway, locate the build number section. So after you go to about device, you're going to click into about device, then you go to build number section. You're going to tap that 7 times. After you tap it 7 times, go back and then scroll down and you'll see right there below.
I'll probably stop the video there. If you want to, you know, watch the rest of this video, the title is exclusive. Death Trap 5G to update to your phone. You must turn it off. And the subscription page is called JWTV. It's a man I like to watch. You know, from time to time, he brings out pretty good information. All right, so let's read the scripture, Proverbs 28:15. As a roaring lion and a ranging bear, so is a wicked ruler over the poor people. You know, so Esau's cruel, man. He rules in cruelty. He's destroying the people, being in you know, the ruler seat right now. Seeing that the earth was given into the hands of the wicked, it's only right that the wicked promotes wickedness. It's only right that the wicked rules in a cruel way, unfairly, unjustly. All right, where equity can't enter. And the people who follow after him are bugged the hell out. Because just as the ruler, so are his followers. And, you know, the masses of the people follow after this devil. They look up to him like, you know, he's the God of the Bible. All right, so Esau rules over us in wickedness. Okay, so let's jump to the book of Isaiah 29:16. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing formed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding? So Esau, the Lord is using Esau to turn everything upside down. But the Lord is also using his men to turn things right side up. Because the Lord is about, he's a man of war. You have the left hand going against the right hand, and they're clashing. Okay? The left hand, you have the rich, wealthy elites who rule the world in wickedness. And on the right hand, at this point in time, you have the poor, all right, who are bringing out the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, which is in turn bringing down this kingdom. Okay? So, seeing how Esau has turned everything upside down, the Lord has to bring this devil down. He has to come to an end, because if he doesn't, everyone's going to be destroyed. Everyone. Okay? Everyone, including these Edomites. They don't even understand that they're destroying themselves. The other day, well, it was about probably 4 days ago, I took some snow and I took a lighter and I burned the snow. And you would think that it would melt, which it kind of was, but as I was burning it, it stopped melting and it just went black and it became hard. So if it's snowing where you are, I advise that you take some snow, put some fire to it, and watch what happens to it. This is the casualty of the Edomite, these devils being in rulership. When you were younger, you know how you used to go outside and eat the snow? You don't want to do that now, man, because there's toxins all up in the snow. So what does that say about the rain and everything else that we're receiving? Esau has totally defiled and polluted this whole entire earth, man. So we have to get out of here as soon as possible. And we are going to get out of here because the Lord is not going to allow every single person on this earth to just die out. Okay? Let's go to the book of Matthew. Actually, no, let's go to the one in Mark. It says the same thing. Mark 13:20. And except that the Lord had shortened those days, no flesh should be saved, but for the elect's sake, whom he hath chosen, he hath shortened the days. So the Lord is not going to allow these days to prolong. The fact that 5G is being pushed, these towers are being created, now the Lord has to shorten the days even more, which means he has to come back sooner. Okay? Because the way Esau is running things, he's killing his own people. He's killing Israelites. He's killing the rest of the heathens. He's killing the animals. He's killing the earth in general. He's destroying everything, this goddamn devil. And they don't care. They think they're so smart and so wise and intellectual, but they're nothing but a bunch of fools, man. They are wise to do evil. But when it comes to doing good, they have no knowledge. And our people follow after these devils. Okay? You devils have to pay. So the Lord is going to shorten up these days. And that's another reason why we tell you we're in these last days and we're about to get out of here. Because the way Esau is running things, the Lord's not going to allow it to keep going. He's not. Homosexuality is to the point where you get rewarded for it. Back when I was growing up, it was called in the closet, and if you came out, you might get your ass whooped. You might get clowned for it. People will reject you. Now you come out and say you're a homosexual, you get movie roles. All right, you get a record deal. People look at you as being brave for coming out and saying that you're a homosexual, which really you're a sodomite. You're a wicked, evil sodomite. But that's the world that we live in today. So this 5G technology is just more fuel for the fire, which is also, you know, it coincides, it goes hand in hand with that RFID chip. That RFID chip, when people take it, those cell towers are going to be able to give off a frequency, and that chip is going to give off a frequency to where they'll be able to, I should say, find you out anywhere, no matter where you are. Even if you're not around a cell tower. The man said that it can go 3,000 feet, which I think he said that was about a half a mile, with ease. So if you're a half a mile away from a cell tower, it could easily spot you. Okay, and they're just going to keep adding and building these cell towers, and they're just going to start coming up out of nowhere. And if you also notice, the top of the cell towers are in the shape of a pyramid. And if you know anything about these elites and their symbolism, all right, the pyramid also goes into their structure. How you have the elites at the very peak of the pyramid, which is the smallest part of the pyramid, and at the very bottom of the pyramid, which is the widest, that's the poor. But more so, it's the Israelites, because the scriptures tells you how we are as the sand of the sea. So the bottom of the pyramid is the largest part of the pyramid, and that's where us Israelites are, man. And these devils being at the peak, They want to be able to see everything. Just like if you're at the top of a mountain, you can see everything, which is also why the scriptures compare Esau to an eagle. An eagle has very good eyesight. They can see, what, a mile and a half, 2 miles away. Okay, so they have the ability to spy on people and to invade your privacy. So just be careful with this technology, because really we use it to our advantage, but also be careful with it because Esau's also trying to use it against you. So, Lord willing, this lesson was simple and edifying. We almost out of here. Satan has really been on edge lately, trying to put curses on us to where these demons have really been attacking us, man. I've been attacked by demons here lately. And, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, I'm good. I'm good. And if you brothers out there are going through any kind of spiritual attack, it's good to get into the Hebrew, to have faith, face that, you know what I'm saying? Face that fear. Don't allow these spirits to put you in a state of fear, because they love that. They use that against you. Be brave and know that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is in control of it all, the same one that we serve. So in these times, the times that we're in right now are very, very evil, but it's also amazing because we're literally in those times where the scriptures talked about how we would be delivered and saved out of here. Okay, and some of us may be martyred. So be it. What's worse than being in this captivity at this point? So Lord willing, this lesson was simple and edifying. Kahala Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. Shalom.